Hey everyone, this is Roscoe and welcome to part 23 of the LP of Star Wars, Knights of the Republic 2, the Sith Lords. In the last part, we found out that Atris and her handmaid stole the Ebon Hawk in order to get some information. You know, you could have just asked politely. You freaking bitch. Now, you may have noticed that all the Achani... Oh, we'll be coming back here later. No. Actually, you know what? No, we're not be coming back later. Because once you leave Telos, you cannot come back to the academy, but you can go back to the Citadel anytime. And I believe it was part 21. I stated repair parts and other things like that do exist. It's just that you don't need them as often. That's what I should have said rather than they don't exist. It's that they're not needed as often. Right there is actually a sparring area. If you're playing as the female Jedi, the thing is that the handmaiden Brianna gives you a... By influencing certain characters, you gain special feats sometimes. Brianna, if you're playing as the male Jedi character, she gives you the Achani perception, something like that. And it gives you a plus to hit and dexterity and things like that, like to your defense and things like that when in battle. It's actually quite useful. The problem is that in order to get it as a female character, you have to battle the Achani sisters. Yeah, let that sink in. The thing is that at one point they go 5 against 1.
Did you find
and like your companions can't join you. At this point in the game, you can, at that point of the battle, you can use force powers because there are different levels. The first level is that you can only use your hand and feet. At the second level, you can use your hand, feet, and any melee weapon, but no Jedi powers. And at the third and last feat, you can go full on free.
I see it now.
The problem is that, like I said, since they go up 5 against 1, they have a high resistance to all force powers. I thought that maybe going as a Jedi counselor here, a Jedi guardian, I would have a much easier chance, but I was wrong. If I was level 15 right about now, and have the power called Force Wave, then yes, I could have kicked their asses. But unfortunately I don't. Force Wave is an overpowering attack in the Force. It's an all-range burst attack, like it hits every enemy. Enemies that do not save against the initial hit are actually knocked to the ground and are prone a bit. And it does a decent amount. This is the highest level of Force Push, Force Tornado, and its Force Wave. Like you've seen in the if you watch my KotOR 1 LP, you would have seen this. And Krea's right now giving us a little bit of exposition and backstory on our characters.
It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Yeah, Atris has plans to heal the galaxy.
Are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground.
Yeah,
will come to her in
it
time,
does, and it sucks. I hate life for that.
By those who cannot feel the Force.
The handmaidens aren't the students? Huh.
Very well. Let us depart.
Poor Adam, he must have been drunk again. I don't know. Okay, is Adam okay? He looks out cool.
It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Mostly you knocked him out, Krea, but as the character, we don't know that. The player, we do.
Sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy concealed in the Northern Pole.
Did the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields.
Yeah, that's not hard to figure out at this point.
Part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant.
Okay.
I was told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel? Come on.
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Go to the meet me at the ship and prepare for takeoff.
I will await your arrival.
Yay! Influence gain Beador. Now, the influence is quite useful. Make sure to check all the plasteel cylinders, all the lockers, and everything. Like I said, you're not coming back here. And sometimes, if you're lucky, if the gameplay mechanic doesn't want to you in the butt, like it's been doing to me recently. Yeah, I'll take a +1 with my constitution. The problem with this thing is that it's you're locked here. You can never come back, so there's no point of checking up on everything, asking questions around, and things like that. Like right here again, like I said, there we go, plasteel cylinders. I'm just getting all the equipment here like that. That's a plasma grenade. That's hard to find. It's the most powerful grenade in the game. We got one that's we're getting pretty good at grenades, but unfortunately we're not using them. We're not going to be using grenades at all because mostly the fact that I don't care for grenades. I use them a bit from time to time at the beginning of the game. Then after we get a little more powerful with their characters, I don't ever use it again.
If it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Whoa!
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
No shit.
Says you.
Hey, Atten, I don't know what you have prejudice against droids, but that's not nice. It wasn't your fault. They took the ship, T3. Hold on. What information are you talking about? Wait, she downloaded what from you? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't speak droid, so we're having that memory core. You fill me in later. Let's get you out of there first. We'll see you at the Ebonhawk. Alright. Yay! We free T3M4. We have our entire party back. And it's at this point where, since I record about an hour and a half burst of this game, most of the time I will just stop the game. Like some of these jump cuts you see, it's not just because I'm editing out stuff. It's because I have to edit multiple parts together. So yeah, it's not clean, I know. So yeah, I tried the Achani battle and failed. Like I said, the last section I really bloody hate. It's not the funnest, and since you're all alone and all the handmaidens are force resistant, they hit pretty hard. Even with great weaponry and even with my battle meditation, I was having still a hard time. Usually with battle meditation, you sweep the opponents like that. And when we'll get the master battle meditation, I love that effect. The shield shatters and you see the snow falling in. Well, the ice snow right there, that was really cool effect. Obsidian, and I say Obsidian, but some members of BioWare that worked on the first game came back to work with Obsidian on this game. So it was awesome. Yeah, I agree with you. I really don't want to come back to Telos, but we have to. What's with T3? Oh, slow down. I didn't catch that first part. What are you talking about? Oops, sorry. Come on, T3. You downloaded Atris Archives? The link worked both ways. Interesting.
What is the machine saying?
Cray, you'd think at someone your age you would understand this by now. I'm sorry. He said he has a whole record of my trial with H.
We seem to have found it.
Another reference to the old movies. Awesome. Sorry. Ouch. Sorry.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Before my answers at Crime Micro 5.
You, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi?
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace.
Yes, exactly. Guardians of the peace.
This call to war undermines
and protectors of the innocent.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Yeah, I think I hear Yeah. I think I'd just be completely
It is
nice
good
here.
you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one
Okay.
last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Now, this I really didn't understand. Is it because we're in exile, we're not allowed to carry our lightsaber? There's, like I said, sometimes I check up on forums and Wikipedia, and I have a lot of books about Star Wars. I've never seen anything about exile, really.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she
It
was
never
not
talked
there.
about exile and
More
leaving your
like
lightsaber. The thing is
The war
that
has
the
touched
reason
the
I say
members of the Order.
why is
Many
because
of them
that
have lost
lightsaber
themselves
is
in
not
battle
theirs.
against the
It's
Mandalorians.
ours.
We have not
We
lost a
built it
Jedi
using the
this day.
Force. We built it
You
learning
felt it.
how
She has
to
lost herself.
control
She
everything.
is no Jedi. She walked
So
Revan's
it
path,
really
but she
makes
was
me
not
question
strong enough.
everything about
I
how
fear
this
it
is
our
acting
teachings
out.
that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are
Whoa.
not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
She looks kind of young to be on the
The
council.
choice of one
And
was
so
the choice of
Kavar
us
looks
all.
like in his
Revan's
40s.
teacher intended
Well,
no harm.
at that
Revan
point, his
had many
40s.
teachers since.
Is like 30s,
Yet
maybe
they all
40s.
stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the
Her
Jedi
teachings?
code and lead
Whose
all who listen
teachings?
to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in
Oh?
the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side.
Yeah,
She did not
Atris
let her
just
depart.
wants to cast
She'll
everything
simply
onto the
join
dark
Revan
side.
again, or perhaps worse.
The fact, because
What would you have
I
done
think
with
in the
her,
backstory
Atris?
is that
Be
Atris,
mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood
in the
before
sense
you.
of the word,
This
loved
one
us,
walks
I
a
guess you
different
could
path.
say.
No,
She admired us
although
from a
there may
distance
come a
and
time.
we were like
We
her
let her
favorite
go because we
student.
must.
But when we
Where
left for
she
the
travels,
Mandalorian
she
Wars,
carries
she
her
was
destination with her.
heartbroken, in a sense of the word.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave.
Whoa.
We saw it in her
Atris,
walk
calm
and in the
down. I
Force.
just heard a
It was
lot
as
of
if
anger
she
in your
was
voice
already
there.
Dead.
No,
No.
not yet. Many battles remain for that.
Yeah, we
What
kind of
we've
need to
seen
stay
is
alive
true,
because we
but
are
the
the
future is a
reason that the
shifting
Sith
thing,
nearly,
and she cuts
that the
like a
rest of these
blade
Sith
through it.
die out.
We should have
That
told
the
her
Jedi
truth.
Order managed to
A Jedi
survive.
deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true.
Didn't
There's still the matter of Revan. Such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before
No,
us and explain what happened to her.
you knew
and how
what
she would
happened to
heal.
us? You should
Until
explain
then,
it
she
so
must
that
accept her journey.
future
But she
archives,
may never discover
you
the
may
truth.
understand,
And she will
the
never know why
future
they
may
cast her out.
understand
And that is the
why
future
this
we must
happened
accept.
and how to counterbalance it, counteract it.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets,
We,
don't they?
they say we got to learn from the past experience in order to make a better future. If you even look at humanity right now and the way we're going at things, it doesn't help out. Keep searching the archives. There may be more information in there. Atris a missing Jedi? Sure, display it. In a second. What else was in there? What about artifacts? Lightsabers? She was obsessed with records, wouldn't she? List? Whoops. That was a rhetorical question. Sorry. Alright then, play the missing Jedi. Vooks on Tatooine. Messrs. Zez Kyle's on Onderon, Korriban. We already met Atris, so we don't give a shit. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is
Okay,
too
at this
convenient
point,
to
right
be
after Kriya
identified.
says this phrase, if you were playing a male character Jedi, the handmaiden Brianna would walk forward and, like, you know, the fact that she's here, go, hey, those are Atris's files, and Adam be like, what the hell? How the hell did you get on our ship? You know, and he's like being a complete dick to her.
It's
We're
not
like,
your
you have
lightsaber
to, you
anymore.
can either be nice
That
or evil,
belonged to
but
someone who served
if you be
Revan
nice,
in
you
the
go,
wars,
no.
not the person who wants
Adam goes, she gets a cargo
could've built
hold,
another one
or, you
if
know,
you
the
wanted to.
area where
You know that.
you can find food. And you're like, no, you can take one of the beds. Ignore Adam. You can take one of the beds. And she's like, no, that will do for me.
I
But
don't know,
thank
General,
you. I appreciate your
Whatever the reason, you
sentiments.
should put it behind you.
It's
I know
hilarious.
this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Thank you. I agree.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when have you been a
I
master
spent a
on
lot of time around
lightsaber?
Jedi during the war. None of them
Yeah.
would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix,
Lens,
and
a focusing crystal.
No, I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them.
It's
Those parts are fairly
complicated.
common. So a Jedi once told me
Cell
that
bar.
if your lightsaber reflects you,
Wrong
then
character.
is instructed of things
Beador.
that identify it as your own. Just bring the
So,
parts to
yeah.
me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Yeah, in order to
All
get a
I'm saying
lightsaber,
is that you've gone for a long time without a
when you
memory
get all the
card.
parts,
Most droids
bring him to
behave
Beador and
erratically
say,
in
oh,
those
okay, those are good, those are good. Every part you get from a lightsaber will automatically be, oh, that's a good part. Yeah, it's usable. Don't worry. It's not like you have to search worldwide. No.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here? Are you...
I am not pushing you around.
So yeah, me and Beador are the only ones that understand T3 and 4, which is kind of cute in a sense. It's like, yeah, well...
Good. Now let's...
So yeah, once in a while you'll get cut. Every time you board the Ebon Hawk as the story progresses, you'll get small cutscenes like this that talk about characters interacting with each other, or characters talking to you, or you notice something weird about the game, and a little more secrets come out every time. Unfortunately, one of the abilities we get, I shouldn't say abilities, one of the things Kreia teaches us is that about hearing, which we'll see in a few parts. You get to read the minds of the others without them knowing, and it's actually really cool. Unfortunately, we won't get to see one of the characters called Mira, which you get her or either Zalbar, depending... Not Zalbar, for fuck's sakes, I gotta stop. You get a Wookiee companion or Mira, depending on... Mira's the light side, and the Wookiee's dark side. I really gotta remember his name. Yeah, it's not coming to me right now.
I did not join because I wanted to
her mind goes, one of her thoughts is, that Jedi's got to be like 40 years old. She hasn't changed from her records in like 20 years. It's like, what? She has, so in other words, Jedi can sometimes keep their usefulness much longer than usual, kind of like Saiyans in the sense of the word. Kind of like Saiyans, actually. They retain their youthfulness a little longer than usual. But I'm guessing the Jedi do this in order to learn more about the Force. They use the Force to rejuvenate their cells slowly and just to focus and learn more to, just to see if they can figure out something about themselves and about the Force before they go on. Sometimes it sucks that they're struck down early, but that's war or battles or whatever. And this part's soon gonna end, so join me next time as we finally touch down on our first planet, Dantooine. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day or night.